Hello, this is Mr. B, and I want to talk to you real quickly about dividing fractions and mixed numbers, specifically how to model this process right here. Hopefully, modeling them will just kind of train our brains to visualize what the division process looks like when you're using fractions. Now, personally, in my opinion, when models become too complicated and too complex, they lose their purpose. Like, their purpose is really just to help us think through a process and help us visualize what this process looks like with fractions. So at some point, we're going to see modeling becoming very complicated, and that's where we stop and we say, how do you do the math part of this? Models are intended to help us understand the process, but their purpose is not to fix every single problem and to work out every problem. So we want to use math and the process, not models, when we're working with fractions, but the models will help us understand them. So let's look over a couple different models that will help us here. So we've got some simple problems, 3 divided by 4/5. One model is the number line model. So I'm going to draw a number line with 3. This is our starting point. So 3 is our starting point. I want to show 3 on a number line. Here we go. Okay, there's our 3 right there. Now I want to split it into groups of 4/5. So you have to understand that dividing by 4/5 means how many groups of 4/5 are in 3. So let's split this up into groups of 4/5. Okay, well here we split it into fifths. Now we want to split it into groups of 4/5. And so all we do is, starting at the 0, we're going to, you can make a jump like this. So this is 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So another jump right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another jump right there. And I want to go another full jump to 4. 1, 2, 3. And I need another one right out here. So we're going to say that's 4. I'm going to go all the way over here. However, remember, we're stopping at 3. So I'm going to draw a line right here. We stop right there. We need to see that next full jump so that we know what fraction piece that is. Now we're ready to find our answer. How many full jumps did we have? Well, we had 3 full jumps. Let's get that on there. And then we had a part of a jump. What fraction is this? Well, I see 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4, we were able to make 3 of those sections. So that is 3/4 right there. So our answer to this is going to be 3 and 3/4. So how many times does 4/5 go into 3? 3 whole times and 3/4 of a time. That's this section right here. Let's do another type of model. All right, another model we can do. Let's just do 3. How else can we show 3? We have a number line. Let's do 3 big circles. All right, now you don't have to do circles. You could do squares or rectangles. And each of these needs to be split into groups of 4/5. So that means I need to split them into fifths. Okay, so now I have my fifths. Now we just count how many groups of 4/5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's one group. I'm going to mark them with 1s. All right, my next group, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, back. 4. That's my second group. So I put a 2 in each of those. And my third group, I got to count 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now my last group here, I don't have 4. I only have 3. Okay, so that means there's like an invisible one. Sometimes I'll show this invisible piece over here, like a dotted line or something. My invisible 4th right there that I don't have. So I have 3 whole groups, and I have 3/4 of a group down here. That's my 3/4. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's another way we can model this problem right here. Let's do another problem altogether here. Let me scroll it up. How about this? Now we have a fraction divided by a fraction, and this is a pretty simple fraction, pretty easy to model here. And I'm going to show you another model, a different model that we can use. We can use a number line. We can use the circles. Let's do circles. 5/6. Now this time I'm going to show a group of 5/6. I'm going to show a group. There's 1/6. Each circle is 1/6 right here. So now I have 5/6, and now I want to show my 6/6. Okay, now I have a policy. Anytime you're showing a fraction or modeling a fraction, you want to show a whole. You want to always include the whole. So I have 6/6 here, but I don't have this dotted line one. How many groups of 2/6 are there? Well, we'll circle, or we'll kind of do this right here. There's 2/6 right there, and there's another 2/6 right there, and then I need another 2/6. That's why I need my dotted line here, my invisible 1/6. So how many groups of 2/6 do we have? I've got one whole group, two whole groups, and this is a half a group right there. So our answer is 2.5. There are 2.5 groups of 2/6 in 5/6. Okay, let's do another problem here. So this one right here, 2 1/6 divided by 3/8. Well, I can do this. I've kind of prepared it a little bit up here. I have 2, and then I have a third one here. Oops. I have a third one here split into sixths. So this is 2 1/6. That's the sixth I have. I don't have these over here. How many groups of 3/8 are in this? Oh, okay, let's do this. We have to split these into eighths, right? That's eighths, and then that's eighths, but this is not eighths, so this is sixths. Now it gets confusing, so it gets a little bit complicated. Because I need something that's common to split this into. This is when my modeling starts to become more complicated than, in my opinion, than what it's worth. This is where we kind of have to pause and say, maybe what I need to do is look at the modeling, look at what we've done so far, and see if I can come up with some other mathematical ways of solving these division problems. Remember, I think the purpose of modeling is to train our brains into how to think about these types of problems. Not to calculate every single problem we come across, but have to train our brains using simple problems to visualize the division process. Now I'll have another video out where I kind of pick up where I leave off here that talks about, let's talk about strategies mathematically for dividing fractions. But these are some really good models right here. We have a number line model. We also use circles, and we have another circle set right here where we're drawing out the set of numbers and how many fraction pieces are involved in that.